We've got something special for you guys today, an awesome FM23 download that you can add to your game that grants you access to tier 10 in England and every step upwards. That's so many leagues, so many clubs, so many players added to your game, and it can really just open up a whole new world of potential saves, and we're going to show you some of them in this video. So let's run the intro and get right into it. Hi everyone, Jake here, welcome to the FMSCOUT channel, and today, like I say, we are showing off an incredible piece of work from Dan FM Databases. He's managed to develop a database in England where you can manage all the way down to tier 10. That's teams in your back garden, ones around the corner from you, and it can really make for those fun saves where you drag a team right from the bottom all the way to the top of English football. There'll be a few links in the description for you, one of which will take you to FMSCOUT where you can download this database, and there's also instructions of where to put the folder and whatnot. Very easy to do, and there'll also be a link to Dan's Twitter. Make sure you give him a follow over there, and if you want to, you can also donate to him for his work on this database, but it is phenomenal stuff. You don't just have to download it from FMSCOUT though, you can also download it from the Steam Workshop very easily. But with that being said, once you've got it all sorted, I'll show you exactly how to run it and the teams that you can manage. But before we do, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button. If you'd like to see more videos about this database, let us know in the comments, and subscribe down below so you don't miss any of the daily Football Manager content on the channel as we push for 150,000 subscribers. So once you've downloaded this database and it's all sorted, very easy, you just want to start a new game, career as normal, and before you go any further than this, you want to select database up here and make sure that England to level 10 database is ticked. Once you've done that, hit confirm and then go ahead and start your save. So if I go to advanced setup like normal, obviously you get a bunch of leagues appear here, but for now let's just focus on England and make sure that instead of just having it as Sky Bet League 2 and above, you go all the way down to level 10 and above. That will add all of the leagues in. Obviously, if you only wanted to manage a certain club in the regional first divisions, let's say, then just select that. But if you want to go all the way down, level 10 is the most detail that it goes into. And trust me, the detail on this is incredible, but it is suggested on the Steam Workshop that you do tick this button here, add players to playable teams. This will mean if there's any clubs with those greyed out players that you can't do anything with, it will replace them with real players that you can use. Supposedly it will slow your game down a little more than the other option. However, I think doing that will make the saves a lot more fun, so I would definitely suggest it. With that being said, all we need to do is hit start game, and once we're there, we'll be able to pick from a number of teams. So give me a second while this loads and I'll show you. So it took a little bit of time, but we got there eventually. So let's take a little bit of a look around what you could do. Obviously, your Premier League teams are here, but I'm going to guess if you've installed a tier 10 database, you want to go down a bit further than that. So as you can see, you've got your standard ones, you've got Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, your Vanarama National League, and then you get so much extra detail here. You have the National League North and South, then the regional Premier Divisions broken down into multiple different regions that you can choose from. Then you've got the regional First Divisions, again, with loads of different leagues, the Counties League. We can even go all the way down to level 10 to your local clubs. There's so much great detail here for you guys to choose from, and I'm sure you'll all pick a club that means something to you and where you're from if you are going to do one of these tier 10 saves. But first, let me point out a few that I think are great choices. Firstly, all the way down in the Ryman League Division 1 North, we have Hashtag United. Obviously famous from the YouTube channel and their YouTube exploits, Hashtag are a team that are trying to climb up the divisions whilst also maintaining a great social media presence. They allow their fans to follow along through their YouTube channel. I know they do some kind of draft every year as well, where they allow people to come in and trial for the club, and overall it's just a very exciting project, and if you can take Hashtag even further, I think you'll have a great time in doing so. Obviously, in all of these leagues, the facilities aren't going to be amazingly good, but it's your job to make them better. And whilst I don't keep up with the YouTube series fully, I've just searched, and these players that it is suggesting are the key players and the hot prospects are actually guys that play for Hashtag, which is awesome. And they've got some guys of some extremely high ability here, so fair play to them. Harry Haysom here apparently has 5-star potential, some very decent players, and I think it would make for a very fun save and one that I think a lot of you guys would really enjoy. So make sure you check this one out if you want to. Maybe you'd want to give a go at managing Bury AFC, who are the Phoenix club of the club Bury FC, who are a long-standing part of the English football pyramid until their demise in 2019 or so, I think it was. Since then, Bury AFC have came along and they're trying to rise back up through the divisions. They're quite low down in the Northwest Counties Football League, so there's a lot of work to be done to drag them all the way back up to the top, but I think that'll be the fun part of this save. The whole idea of rebuilding this club from the ashes of a club that was around for so long sounds like great fun, and you can see how far you can take them. Maybe you can get all the way to the Premier League. I can't say I'm too clued up on the history of Bury FC, the team that were existing before Bury AFC took place, but from what I believe, they did win an FA Cup. So there is a lot of history to live up to, but if you can take this team to the top, I'm sure every citizen of Bury will thank you. If we go all the way to what I believe is the tier 10, the lowest of the low, you can find Hinckley, which is a club to me that is very local, so it's why I've picked them in this video, but they find themselves in the Midland Football League Division 1, and I actually knew a few people who played for this club a few years back, so it's pretty cool to see them here, to be able to take a team like this all the way from the lowest levels of the Football League and drag them right to the top, to take control of a local club that lives around the corner. There can't be much more fun than that. Obviously, all of these saves are going to be super long, super hard to do, but I think they'll make for some really good fun. Yes, it's going to take a lot of effort, but I think the reward will be up there with any Football Manager save that you've ever played before. What I want you guys to do is don't just listen to my picks though, because there's so many clubs to look for that just download this database. It takes a few seconds and just have a look around. You might find your local club is on here, and if that is the case, then go for it. Give it a go. I think it will make for great fun and maybe one of the more realistic things you can do in FM in terms of taking control of a club that maybe, just maybe, would actually accept you. Even managers at this level have coaching badges and whatnot, but if you're starting an unemployed save, a journeyman save, a zero to hero save, then having this tier 10 database will make for some great fun and some great realism. Again, shout out to Dan FM Databases for making this one. It's incredible work. Let me know in the comments who you're going to manage on this database down below. Don't forget to like the video if you have enjoyed and subscribe for more, but most of all, have a great day everybody, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.